moving along. That's gonna come back though. Let's go through the show in order today.
Right,
Uh,
right.
MJF and Adam Cole have a sketch. I call it a sketch, a comedy sketch.
Yes.
Adam Cole is telling MJF that he needs to learn how to face his fears, so he's gonna take him out to eat spicy food because that's one of MJF's fears. I never heard that, but okay. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't listen close enough. So they get what do they do? They get drunk because
Yeah.
I guess they mistook the water for pure alcohol, which was kind of stupid because it's like
You
they didn't.
can't taste the difference?
Yeah, exactly. They were like, "What the fuck?" Okay.
Well, they thought it was Chinese water.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, so they kind of get drunk and they can't handle the spiciness and they were gonna double
Yeah.
clothesline the waiter and
Right.
that was that. I don't know. I think amongst wrestling fans that I hear that these sketches are kind of bad, but their matches
Yeah.
together are kind of good. Is what basically I'm kind of gathering what a lot of people think. Well,
Yeah.
let's just talk about this sketch. I'm glad. Are you uh are you amused by these sketches still or what?
It's kind of what I said. I think last week. It's becoming problematic because it's your world champion and he's in these comedic sketches. Not to say there wasn't some entertainment and that there is a little bit because MJF is a really entertaining guy, so he could make anything kind of funny. But I don't know if this is the best way to kind of show the like if they actually do have like if they actually form a team or actual friendship or whatever the case may be. If somebody ends up turning on each other, I don't know if this is the best way of presenting it through these comedy sketches where they're just doing silly things and then like yeah they're gonna attack the referee at the end of it. Come on, I mean the referee, excuse me, the waiter. But anyways, yeah, come on,
Yeah, okay.
ridiculous.
How about Robert? Give us an opinion about these sketches, these MJF Adam Cole sketches.
I actually found the sketch from last week I found entertaining. This
Yeah,
Yes,
one,
I
not
will
so
say that.
much. Not so
Yes.
much. No, this one was just eh.
Okay.
Yeah, cause yeah, I like the part from last week when they were starting to play video games and then MJF like he revealed that he has like no friends. That's why he's never played video games with
Yeah,
anybody
you're
else
right.
because he
That
always
was a
played with.
little better.
I
That was
thought that was
definitely
yeah that
better.
was better. But this
All
week,
right.
nah.
All right. Well, we'll get back to more MJF Adam Cole stuff in a second. Let me Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia against MJF and Adam Cole. So here we go. The final of the Blind Eliminator Tag Team Tournament. The winner gets a title shot against FTR. So, um, my dad my dad was here for this match. He was over at my spot, and I was watching wrestling, taking notes diligently on my computer like I was in school or something. And Daniel
mm-hmm.
Garcia comes out, and my dad says, "Where the fuck did they find this motherfucker?"
That's what I've been asking that question for 2.5 years. Nobody can answer me.
And then to make things worse, this always happens when somebody's over randomly. Because Jim, our friend from the bar, Robert, he was at my house once, and the only time I was watching wrestling with him, and it was Kenny Omega and that other Japanese dude that he's friends with, pouring baby oil
Uh-huh.
on each other and stuff. And that was like the only time that ever happened. And then my dad's over, and I'm telling him, "Hey, there's this new company, AEW. They're gonna compete with WWE." And then they have a dance off in the middle of the ring, which
Oh
I
no.
was all about it, cause MJF and Adam Cole come out in matching jackets, and MJF is very happy to be in this friendship with Adam Cole. And when Daniel Garcia does the dance, MJF is in such a mood these days that he's like, "You're right. You want to have a dance off? Okay." And they had a dance off, a literal dance off, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that Daniel Garcia won the dance off, and he was the best one of the four, followed by Sammy Guevara, and then MJF, and Adam Cole was the worst one. So how about you guys? What do you
I don't.
think?
I mean, I'm not going to
I
grade the dance off because it was. Oh, sorry, Robert. Did you want to go first?
Yeah, you go
oh no,
first,
go
Robert.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Oh, okay. Um, Okay, I'll say Daniel Garcia was the best out of the four, but I would
Yes.
still put MJF over Sammy Guevara.
Yeah.
Personally, I didn't think Sammy Guevara was better than MJF. But oh, Adam Cole, what was that?
Yeah, boy. Boy,
Oh
oh boy.
man,
He made the music stop. Like
yeah,
he made the
I
record like
know,
skid. Hey,
man.
Vlad, the whole
He
time I was watching this, I was telling my dad, Vlad is gonna rip this to shreds tonight.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna say that obviously I'm not gonna grade who's the better Dan. I don't really care. I mean, was it funny? Yes. Was it incredibly stupid? And I'm not gonna say offensive, but I know there's some purists that will say this is offensive. Just to have this in the middle of supposed to be like a serious, right? The winner gets a tag team title match, and all of a sudden these four guys are having a dance off right as the match is about to start. Pretty stupid, pretty silly, but I can say when MJF started dancing that I did not laugh. So, it kind of works both ways. Yes, was it dumb? Possibly. Was it entertaining? Yeah. Oh, so I guess two things could be true at once. So I don't know.
All right, let me move on from the dancing. No more dancing. Uh, so MJF, they have the match. MJF loves to tease that hot tag, right? It's like his favorite thing. He's like kind of making fun of the '80s, I guess, with these, tag team kind of type of old school hot tag type of matches
Sure.
where they're just. So he really, really milks that. He's done that in every single match in this tournament. Um, MJF did a dive, a tope suicida, which was a
and
historical
he liked
moment.
it. He loved it.
And he did it
Okay.
really well.
I wish I told you to pull up his face when he did it because that did make me laugh a lot.
Yeah.
I'll put it in a clip in post production. But
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
all right. So Adam Cole pressured him into it, and he did it. So Daniel Garcia in the end takes the pinfall off the double clothesline. So they didn't want Sammy to get pinned. He's one of the bigger guys here in this company. Remember?
Uh.
Oh yeah. Oh, I
well,
remember now. I remember now.
oh,
Okay.
good.
So
Good thing you remember.
yeah, to complete the story of Chris Jericho and
Oh
Alex
yes, yes.
Marvez and everything. So Jericho was on commentary for this match, which I forgot to mention. But so he hits the entrance ramp and he wants to console his boys, Sammy and Daniel Garcia for losing, right? And he's at the
Right.
entrance ramp waiting for them as they're leaving, and they just walk by him. So they're kind of butthurt about this whole thing, about him flirting with leaving their group, the Jericho
Right.
Appreciation Society, which I kind of feel them because it's like, dude, they started a group where all we do is appreciate you, and you still don't want to be with us. Like, damn. Okay, so uh, back to the ring. MJF and Adam Cole are still in the ring. Somehow Adam Cole gets his hands on MJF's title belt. He's like looking at it for a second, right? Which infuriated MJF because we all know nothing means more to him than this world title. So no joking around, right? When it comes to that world title. So
Mm.
he got visibly upset. He told Adam Cole, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Adam Cole's like, "No, no, I was just gonna give it to you. We won the match. Don't worry about it." And the crowd is trying to tell him to hug it out because obviously a lot of people are into them being friends. I kind of think like a small part of me thinks that there is a percentage of the crowd that actually wants them to be friends. Is gonna be hurt when they turn on each other or whoever turns on who. But anyways, so the crowd urges them to hug it out, and they do. But when Adam Cole turns around, MJF gives him this like really serious, mean, ominous look that we don't know what it means yet, but obviously it means something. It's looking like they're not gonna be friends in the end, but and then FTR's music hits, they enter and they face off with their new number one contenders. Um, Funny thing at the end was that MJF's music hit, and then Dax Harwood looked in the camera and said to Tony Khan, "Why are you playing their music? We're the champions. You should play our
Right.
music." Which
Right.
interesting. I'm not really sure about that though, because they just had a match and they won their match. So I kind of feel like they should have their music played. But whatever. Anyways, let's go with thoughts about this whole segment and the match post dance off. Vlad, you go first.
post post dance off. Great. I don't have to talk about the dancing anymore. No, it was pretty good. It was a good match. It was good, solid work. I mean, the crowd. eats these up this tag team. I mean, they love that these two guys are together. And MJF is really good at like getting like a great reaction out of just like doing basic stuff, like old school, like you called it. I don't know if you said he's making fun of the 80s tag team stuff. I don't know if that's what he's doing or what the case may be, but the crowd is into it every time. Like a massive pop every time he makes one of those hot tags, or anytime he does like something like 2 weeks ago when he power slammed Big Bill, right? That got a huge pop just for a slam.
Yep.
Anyways, this
And
was
the tope,
good.
yeah, you're right.
The tope, yeah, the tope because just his reaction, the fact that he doesn't do that type of stuff was pretty good. I don't know the tease as far as who maybe MJF turning or who's going to be turning on who. I don't know yet where it's going. I still not 100%, but I guess we'll find out definitely by Collision because something's going to have to give when they face FTR for the tag team titles. I mean, I don't
Is
think they're
that this
winning it.
Saturday?
Oh, it might be in 2 weeks. It might
I'm
be in
not
two
sure.
weeks.
I'm
It
not
might not
sure
be.
when it is. Honestly, I didn't
Me
catch
either.
that, but
I believe it's not this coming show. I think it's in the show after that. I believe, but
okay.
yeah. But
Yeah, I
either
think
way,
you're right.
like that should be good. And something's gonna have to give there. But it should be a great match, and I'm looking forward to it. That's it.
All
I'll leave
right.
it
How
at that.
about you, Robert? You got any thoughts you want to give about this blind eliminator tag team final and the fact that they're now
Yeah.
the number one contenders and will face FTR?
Hey, well, I do want to say that I enjoyed the match. I especially loved the moments when MJF and Adam Cole are pointing at each other and yelling out double clothesline, and the fans were
Oh
yelling it
yeah,
with them.
another
That was pretty
simple
funny.
thing that's getting
Um,
over.
Yeah.
right? Yeah, exactly. It's very over. So that tease of MJF turning on Adam Cole, I felt like it was too soon because I mean they
Hmm.
just started their
Yeah.
you know
Interesting point.
their BFF friendship. So and they're really over right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for
Give
that
it some
tease to
time.
happen, I felt like yeah, I felt like they should have waited a bit for something like that to happen.
Good point.
So
Yeah, at least make us
uh,
feel like they're really, really friends and make us like a little surprised that it's gonna end. Yeah, it's
mm,
kind of happens a lot in wrestling though that things break up a little too soon these days. It's not like the old days when you're gonna give them like 5 years to be partners before you break them up or something like that. So okay,
Yeah.
I don't know.